Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about what I pack when I travel, both beauty, skincare wise and clothing, but less on the clothing because this is not a channel about clothing. So I'm really well known or notorious among my friends and family for being a light packer. I have a lot of experience traveling, not only lightly, but also packing so that I'm only bringing a carry-on. And that means in the US, I don't know about the other countries, that you're only allowed to bring a certain amount of liquid products. I have here the little pack that I'm going to show you. This contains everything I'm going to be bringing with me on my trips this summer. I have two 10-day long trips, so this is everything I'm going to bring liquid-wise, and some not liquid products in here for a 10-day trip. Let me show you for reference the maximum amount of liquid you're allowed to bring. It's this 3.4 ounce bottle here. So you're allowed to bring up to 3.4 fluid ounces on a carry-on luggage, and I'll be talking about all these products in more detail. You are allowed to bring, I think, up to a quart-sized bag of liquid products of 3.4 ounces each, and this is the bag I will be bringing. And then I'll show you later, very briefly, what I'll be packing to wear. So anyway, everything is in this bag. And the key to keeping it so minimal is multi-purpose products and doing a lot of thinking before you even start packing about realistically what you're going to be using. One of my mottos is to pack once and then to try to remove half of what you've packed. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to be talking about what these products are. I'm going to briefly show you what they are and what purpose they serve. So I'm going to start with like the washing products. Hotels provide shampoo and conditioner. I just happen to be kind of picky about what kind of products I use because my hair is very temperamental, and this is where there's a lot of budge room. Maybe you're more into makeup than skincare, so allow yourself a little bit more room for makeup products and less for skincare. Maybe you don't care that much about your hair. Use the hotel products or get something when you arrive. But I'll be bringing some shampoo. This is the one I'm currently using, Nature's Gate Sea Buckthorn and Tea Tree Oil. And then I've reused a container here from Soap and Glory, but it's not the actual shower gel Clean On Me. This is my favorite conditioner, Trader Joe's Tea Tree Tingle. This is a recycled bottle from Juice Generation. This was a ginger shot that I drank. But this contains my Alafia liquid black soap, which I'll be using to wash my face, and I am sweating right now, so I'm going to turn on the fan. Hold on. Toothpaste, you can get this when you get there. This is a travel size that I got from my dentist for free, so I thought, why not? I tend to think it's kind of silly to pay money for travel size bottles, but sometimes it's just necessary. It's a contact lens cleanser container, and you can use it for other liquids as well, but this is primarily what it's for. I think this was like $1 or so at the Container Store. This has been like a savior. Instead of spending extra money and buying one of those travel kits from like Optifree or something, get one of these. You can always fill it up with whatever one you're using. Probably one of my best travel purchases in terms of packing. Let's move on to then skincare. This is really the only moisturizer I'm bringing. This is the Josie Maran Argan Daily Moisturizer SPF 47. I did a review on the travel kit, I guess you could call it the trio. So I'll link that down below. But this I've used before, it works. It's really great because it's a pump. It's 0.5 ounces and it has this little thing to protect it. So that's going to be my moisturizer for the entire trip. And then this is my other, I guess, moisturizing product. It's a teeny tiny Origins Transcription Anti-Aging Eye Cream. I got this in a Sephora Beauty Sleep Kit. The other skincare product that I'm bringing, which is completely unnecessary, is this little travel-sized Drunk Elephant C Firma Day Serum. So those are all my skincare products. Now, for my hair, I will be bringing this 0.5 ounce Josie Maran 100% pure argan oil. This came with the SPF in the same kit. Like I said, I'll link that video down below. I will be using this as my moisturizer at night and as my leave-in hair treatment. This argan oil I've talked so much about in the past. It's a great hair product. It's a great like eye makeup remover. It's even a great cleansing oil. It's a great multi-purpose product and ingredients. So this will be serving at least 2 purposes on this particular trip. I'll be using it as my nighttime moisturizer as well as my leave-in hair treatment because my hair is very dry and temperamental. And then the other, I guess, skincare product that I'm bringing is the Sephora Pomegranate Sleeping Mask. Don't be silly and bring the entire package that it comes in. This I will be using on the plane when I get on the plane. I won't be wearing my makeup. I'm going to remove it in the airport or maybe even before I leave for the airport. Because the older I've gotten, the more I've noticed that my skin is very sensitive to travel. I get pimples and then it gets dry. So I'm going to be applying this for the plane ride, and then I'll be using it on the flight back. And then I might, because I've used these Sephora pods before, I know that these last like 6 times, so I will be using it intermittently while I'm away. And then I'm also bringing one of these clips, these little mini binder clips. People really complain about not being able to close these again, like seal them again after using it the first time. I mean, I think it's because Sephora doesn't want you to use it more than once, but honestly this lasts at least 4 uses, 6 maybe, so I will be bringing a little binder clip to seal it. I talked about the SPF. I don't wear foundation on a normal basis. Like I said, there's a bit of wiggle room. If makeup is more important to you, make more room for that, and then maybe take some things out from the other categories. So concealer. I think concealer is actually the most difficult product to find a multitasker with. Because if you want to do your under eye circles, you want something that's brightening. But then if you want to conceal any pimples that might come up while you're traveling, because I know I'm going to be eating a whole heap of junk, you're going to want something that matches your skin tone. So I've struggled a little bit with that. I've decided upon bringing this Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Concealer. It's a bit light right now for both my eyes and my skin. I'm wearing it right now. I've tanned a couple shades just this week alone because I've been outside so much. I love to stick to liquid or cream products when I travel because the worst thing for me is having to bring like 4 or 5 brushes. So I'm going to be using my fingers primarily as my makeup blending tools. So liquid is, for me, I think the way to go. Of course, a cream stick would be great as well. This is the product I use almost exclusively when I'm traveling. It's quite old and I probably should just work on getting rid of it. But it's the L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick in Earth Rose. It's a color they don't even make anymore, but it's a nice kind of, I don't know, like berry-ish color, a little bit like earthy, nude. I use this, I'm actually wearing this right now, on my cheeks and my lips. This is a pretty intense color if you apply it directly, so what I do is I just rub my finger in it and then I dab it in just like you would with a cream blush. Same thing with my lips. When I apply it directly, it looks really too intense, especially for the summertime. So I'll just dab it and then I'll push it into my lips like a stain. And this is the only color that I ever really bring with me when I go on vacation because it works. It works for all seasons. I've used it in the fall, I've used it in the summer. An all-in-one color stick is great, but you don't have to go and find something that's called an all-in-one color stick. You can just find a lipstick that is safe for your lips and then definitely safe for your cheeks as well. And then this one is my little luxury item. This is absolutely not necessary, but I've really gotten into highlighters. So this is my Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment Illuminizing one. It's quite chubby, so it takes up a lot of room, but I'm letting myself have this product. It's natural, and it's just a little stick cream highlighter. Looks beautiful. I'm wearing it right now. I don't know if you can tell, but it goes on really well, and you can just tap it in with your fingers. Another very handy thing when you're traveling. To set everything, oh, I hate this. This is a Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Translucent Powder. I bought this to replace the Rimmel Stay Matte, which contains parabens, unfortunately. I like the powder. The powder is great, but I hate this packaging, especially for traveling. It's just so bulky, and then it's got all this unnecessary plastic. It's got one of these lids that has no mirror in it, the pan of powder, and then another section where there's a mirror and an area for the poof, which I don't even use. So I thought about getting a Z palette, but it's just one product. But I will be bringing this for this particular trip. And a little tiny brush for setting things. I could bring a little kabuki brush as well, but this is the one I'm going to be using. And then I think that's basically almost it, except for my fragrance. This is the regular Marc Jacobs perfume in the rollerball version. It's 0.3 33 ounces. I got this quite a few years ago, and I used it quite sparingly because I only use it when I travel. I wouldn't normally splurge on something like this because I do have like the full-size versions of a lot of perfumes. I would recommend looking into like one of these sprays. This was 99 cents from the Container Store. But I think these kinds of plastic bottles tend to be a little bit better for body mists or body sprays, and then glass is probably better for an eau de toilette or eau de parfum. I'm looking into getting an atomizer though for my perfumes, so I can, once I finish these travel size ones that I do have, I can just put my regular perfumes in an atomizer. If you have any suggestions about a good travel atomizer that's lightweight, like maybe one of those aluminum ones that doesn't leak, let me know down below. One other little item that I'm bringing that sunk to the bottom that I nearly didn't see is this Live Live Be Yummy, I think it's called the Eye and Lip Balm. I got this in the $5 trial set, which I also did a review on, so I'll link that down below. This is meant to be a lip balm and eye cream in one, but I really like this as a salve because it contains honey and some other good natural ingredients. When I get cuts, I can just swipe it on and basically seal the cut, and then the honey will do its magic and help sort of heal it a little bit. It's also good as a lip balm, not so much as an eye cream because it's so waxy and solid, but I'll be bringing this as a 2-in-1 again, as a lip balm and a salve. So that's the entirety of my makeup bag. A couple of tips though. I don't know if you know this, but you only need to put liquids in the clear container. So you can take a lot of these things out. Like this can go somewhere else. This can go somewhere else. What's more is these solids, these cream blushes and like highlighters, they're not considered liquid. So you can take these out as well. Lipstick doesn't have to be in there. You can take this out as well. So there, that's all of the liquids in here. I'm not bringing my full-size brush. This is a Sephora like travel size detangler. I think it's like a wet detangler. I don't need much, you know, I'm just traveling. And then I'm just gonna give you a brief look of my clothes and some of the other little extras I'll be bringing. This is my bag. I'm not fully done packing yet, but got one of these neck pillows. This is one of those memory foam ones from Brookstone. This is completely necessary for long distance traveling. In here I just have a mishmash of things. I do roll my clothes up, and by the way, I am bringing a suitcase, but I haven't picked it up yet from the store. All my clothes for 10 days will definitely fit in here. Now I brought things that are all I guess clothes you can wear for fancier occasions, or not fancy but like going to a restaurant, as well as for like walking around town. I've got like a chambray shirt down here. I always bring a pair of leggings for sleepwear in the hotel, and then a t-shirt. I'm probably gonna take like a third of this clothing out. I tend to pack once and then decide to take half of it out. Definitely don't bring anything that's gonna wrinkle or is very high maintenance. I think everyone knows this, but basic colors are the best. Like stick to neutrals, whites, blacks, dark blue. I'm gonna bring a black jacket, and then layers, of course. Unless I go on a trip for like a month, I only ever really bring 2 pairs of pants. So if one gets dirty, then I can wash it and then wear the other pair. And I always bring like dark colored pants because they will get dirty. So I'm bringing black jeggings and dark blue jeggings on this trip. In terms of handbags, I'm just going to bring this. It's, whoa, really shiny looking on camera. It's really not that shiny in person. This is just a black leather duffel bag. Duffel bags fit so much more than they look like they do. I always stick to neutral colors. Well, I don't always, but if you're going to a place where you might not feel that safe, I would definitely stick to colors that won't make you stand out. Basically, I'm going to be bringing a pair of sneakers for walking. I'm not decided between this pair of Supergas, I think that's how you pronounce it, and black slip-ons. And then I'm definitely bringing these boots here. These are really, really comfortable. I can walk for hours in them. They're not that high. These are Dolce Vita. I love these shoes. It's about 2 inches tall. They're very, very comfortable, and I can wear those to a restaurant. And then last but not least, a pair of flats for when I don't feel like wearing my boots. These are dirty. I gotta clean them from Target. I go with everything, some nude and black ones. I think that basically covers everything. I'm gonna try to vlog my trip. So you'll get to see actually what I end up bringing. Well, thanks so much for watching. I hope some of the tips were helpful for you. I think the key is to stick to multitasking products and then to really sit down and think about what you need. If you have any tips to share with other people, leave them down below so everyone can see. And otherwise, thank you so much for watching and for subscribing, and I'll see you soon.